Season 2 recently returned to our screens with the first 4 episodes, which made up Season 2 Part 1. Following the ending, with Wednesday being thrown out of the window by Tyler, her fate being unknown, Tyler going on the run, along with Slurp also causing a lot of damage. The next 4 episodes look like they're going to be even more eventful than the first 4 that we were given. Following the ending, there was a teaser trailer that was given to us which showed some of the events that we can expect to see when the show returns next month. So I thought I'd break down the trailer along with giving my theories and predictions on what I think could happen next. Here is Wednesday Season 2 Part 2 trailer explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. So the trailer opened up with us seeing the state that Wednesday was in following her being picked up by the ambulance that arrived during the closing moments of Season 2 Part 1 after Tyler threw her out of the window. Gomez said to Morticia, "How's our little cadaver?" For those that don't know, a cadaver is a human body that's dead. So in this instance, we're being teased with the fact that Wednesday could well be gone. However, by the end of the trailer, we saw that that's not actually the case. Plus, Morticia also cleared this up in the following sentence. Morticia responded and said, "Still stuck in her coma. It's the vacation she always dreamed of." What's interesting about this is that it shows that Morticia and Gomez aren't actually afraid for the welfare of Wednesday, and they're leaning into the darkness that's at the heart of the Addams family. To be honest, if death came for Wednesday, she'd probably be able to scare it away. Morticia and Gomez both looked proud of her in that moment, and Thing was also with her as well. And then, from there, the music changed and the tension was upped, showing that whilst Wednesday was absent, Jericho and Nevermore was going to be plagued with danger around every corner, especially with the patients at Willow Hill now being released. The first scene that we saw was from a masquerade ball that Miss Capri and the group of outcasts were playing for. This is the very group that Miss Capri wanted Wednesday to originally play in, plus she did also decline the option of being a part of that group as well. The whole premise of a masquerade ball and identities being hidden is something that I think will play into the story. We know that Tyler is after Enid, so I wonder if he could potentially attend with a mask over his face and use that as his opportunity to get closer to her. Or on the other side, Augusta Stonehurst's daughter Judy was revealed to be the Avian in Season 2 Part 1. And she was concealing her identity for the entirety of the first 4 episodes when she was the stalker, so she might be able to blend in under the cover of anonymity. Following this, we saw Enid transforming into a werewolf, so one would have to presume that it's a full moon out, and that's why she was transforming. That and the fact that she might not have her abilities completely under control. She was hiding her hand whilst in her room, and then we saw her running off in full werewolf mode into the park. The voiceover for the next part of the trailer contained the dialogue, "I've always believed to be haunted is a choice, but what we are really haunted by is our past." This is such an interesting line of dialogue because I think this line connects to all 3 of the antagonists that will be present in the second part of Season 2. Tyler, Judy, and Slurp, all characters that have been shaped by the actions of the past. Tyler with the fact that he lost his mother and was then later controlled by Thornhill, seeing her as his master. Judy in the sense that she wasn't treated right by her father and was seen more as an experiment, and then Slurp, in the sense that he was this gifted mind and it was that very ambition that caused him to die. The past shapes people into who they are in the present day, and if those pasts were troublesome ones, then they're going to haunt the person. And that's what we've seen with those 3 characters, so I think they're going to be key to the final part of the season. Following this, there was this Pilgrim World celebration that was taking place in Jericho, and everybody's identity was covered by the fact that they were in fancy dress. This was why Slurp was able to walk around so freely. However, the difference in Slurp from Part 2 to Part 1 is that he looked so much more human, as if the consuming of the people is bringing him back to his human form and allowing him to resemble the person that he used to be. He was no longer that dead-looking zombie without a brain. Alongside this, there was a shot of Tyler hiding down in the sewers, as he was most likely hiding from the authorities. The shot implied that somebody came to see him and knew where he was. I'm presuming this is Judy. She's a stalker, so she's able to track people down, and her birds give her all of the sight that she needs. So with her most likely wanting to find Wednesday and make her pay for the ruining of her test, which was Lois, and also the releasing of everybody that was contained, I think she's going to work with Tyler in order to get that revenge. After all, this would kind of be like a new test for her as well. There was a shot of Tyler amongst people, and he had a hood over his head. So I'm presuming this is at the Pilgrim World celebration, or at least the night of it, because the attire that he was wearing would definitely blend in with that. There was also a shot of Principal Dort at the end of the line of dialogue where the haunted by the past was being spoken about, which to me shows that he's definitely up to something sinister. And I reckon it could be to do with the money that he asked Bianca to get Morticia to receive from her mother. Maybe he owes some money, or maybe he is actually a criminal himself and is looking to pocket some of the cash. There was also a shot of the skull tree being run towards and the same clock tower that it looked like Slurp was originally killed in, having an explosion similar to what it was like when he was originally working up there before he died. So I wonder if he's going to meet the same fate as what he once did, and that could be the only way to destroy him. As of right now, he's indestructible and can't be killed. So I'm presuming Pugsley and the others are going to have to find a way to stop him, because if they don't, he's just going to continue eating people and getting stronger. There was also a shot of him opening up graves and coffins, so I'm presuming he's almost going to be recruiting this army of the undead. Maybe he's going to have the ability to bring them back to life. After this, there was then an epic scene which had Tyler in his form as the Hyde, and he was standing face to face with Enid as she was holding a sword, making it look like they were about to embark into battle. We know for a fact that Tyler wants to make Enid pay for him being locked up at the end of Season 1. He even said to Wednesday to say hello to her for him and that he'd get her eventually. So I do think that this final part of the season is going to be building towards a battle taking place between the both of them. Her gravestone was there in the vision that Wednesday had, and it was all said to be Wednesday's fault. Wednesday's fault because she triggered the chain of events that essentially led to Tyler being freed. So I wonder if Wednesday is going to be able to prevent Enid from being killed by Tyler. There was also a shot of Bianca using her siren abilities and powers on Grandmama Hester, and I'm going to imagine that the principal has put her up to using them on her. I'm guessing that the principal is going to get her to use those powers so that Hester ends up giving an even larger donation than what she was originally planning on donating. That way he'll be able to take a cut from it and have some kind of riches from the plan, as well as preserving Nevermore. Following this, the trailer then concluded with the exact same shot as the one that opened it, with Wednesday Addams lying there in her coma. But in the background, we heard a heartbeat growing louder and louder until it climaxed with Wednesday opening her eyes, marking the end of the trailer and showing that she's going to survive the ordeal. I wonder if this coma that Wednesday had is what's going to give her the ability to be able to focus on her powers and to regain them. It was said that she overexhausted them in Season 2 Part 1. But with her being in a coma, she's been able to do absolutely nothing other than rest. So I feel like this might have given her the chance to have been able to strengthen and allow her to be prepared for the fight against Tyler and also Judy. The final battle is upon us, and the outcome has the life of Enid on the line. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how it plays out. So, there you have it. Wednesday Season 2 Part 2 trailer explained.